and the candy man. Like a freight train rolling, bringing truth bombs down the line. Promoting the Southland 1 week at a time. Promoting the Southland 1 week at a time. SCV chat starts now.
About to be dark.
Yes, it is. Hey, here's a question for you. Who invaded Spain in the 8th century?
Carl.
No. Adam, do you know who invaded Spain in the 8th century?
I know who was by his side. And he was against it.
I'm against it.
It would be the Moops.
The Moops. Okay, I was close to the Mongrels.
Actually, you missed the entire Seinfeld joke, but hey, do you know it's illegal to own one guinea pig in Switzerland?
No, didn't know that.
It is because evidently guinea pigs are highly social animals
I have to have at least 2, huh?
in Switzerland. You want me to do the disclaimer, Moose? I mean, you just sent there.
Please.
Okay. Views and opinions expressed in this broadcast are not those of the SCV, its GEC, its executive director, or any division, brigades, camps, or other subsidiaries, strictly of us expressing them.
And I don't care whether you have 1 guinea pig or 2.
Yeah.
I don't care if you have any.
We're in Dixie, not in Switzerland. That's what you ought to get Kayla for Christmas.
Get her a pig.
No, 2 guinea pigs.
Just don't explain it.
2 guinea pigs, and have them in a T-shirt that says 1 in 3, and act like you all have lost the second one. I don't know where it is, Kayla. Maybe Mosby got it. Well, it's been a while since we've seen you. I know National Reunion. I know you're sad that it's over with, but also happy that it's over with because it's probably the most busiest time of the year at headquarters.
Yes, it is. Once we get past June, we're gearing up for reunion in July, and then we just go straight into due season. So we are nearing the end of that. Thank goodness. Hey, this is the end of the grace period. If you don't have your dues in by the end of this week, you're going to be late.
Yeah. So end of this week or postmarked by next Monday.
Well, postmarked, yeah, Monday.
So you have.
I mean, you're already late right now. We're giving you a grace period. So,
yeah.
They were actually due at the end of July. So if you haven't turned them in, you're late, but you're not going to be penalized until after the 31st. So make sure they're postmarked August 31st to avoid a penalty.
Yep. That's Kyle's saying something about gentlemen, and I want to know where he said
Adam. He said Adam is a gentleman, so instead of saying "Hey guys," he's saying "Hey gentlemen" because Adam.
I always liked that guy.
Put Kyle in timeout.
No, I can go to Facebook and put him in timeout.
Yeah. Don't do that. Remember, if you have a complaint, send it to scvyouth@gmail.com. Hey, we may get enough of them. We may read them on air.
Yeah, we will.
You do it like the mean tweets that they used to do on the Jimmy Kimmel show.
Yeah, I was thinking more like a Festivus episode.
The airing of the grievances.
The grievances against
I would actually be behind doing an episode where we read the complaints the show has gotten from people who obviously have not really watched the show, have watched one episode and made a full-on judgment.
And here's the thing. We get to answer back live, and we get to slap back or snap back, whatever the kids are saying these days. Clap back, that's it.
6'7".
Yeah.
That's what the kids say, right?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. I've already missed it.
Yeah, I mean,
I've already missed it.
we haven't 6'7" in about a year over.
Dang go. I'm just now learning it.
With the oldest child. So.
Adam's gonna be going around the museum. Hey guys, I'm out of something 6'7". Oh, 6'7".
1867.
Yeah. 1896.
Like all of a sudden, I can just see Adam going through the museum, and someone gives us a check to Adam. And he does, 6'7".
We finally get a tour group of high schoolers in.
Oh yeah, that'd be even better. He's trying to appease to him.
Yeah, he's got a flat bill logo cap on, turned sideways.
No. Adam would never do that. I do a lot of things, but not.
Shirt untucked. Adam's just sitting there.
Hold on.
Beard dyed like that episode of Duck Dynasty. It's black. We're a toupee like Bill off of King of the Hill. Give yourself a mullet. I need to see Adam in a mullet now.
Hold on.
I need it with all my life.
This meme just popped into my head. Oh, where is it? Why isn't it? Why didn't it?
It never takes long for the Hearth and Home episode to go off the rails, does it?
I think this is a new record. It's been 9 minutes. And now I just want to see Adam in a dead gum mullet. I'm grabbing a picture off Facebook right now. Oh, we need this in our lives. Oh, this Monday desperately needed this. Oh, there's a good picture. Yes, there it is. I can't remember what event this was at. It looks like when we released the Forest Last Ride documentary at HQ, you're wearing a tux. Give this man a mullet.
All right, saved it as a JPEG. Now it may upload.
Well, look like a 90s country artist.
Adam, when he gets come to headquarters.
Okay, let's get back into it. We've already lost 5 years.
No. We're finishing this. I
so,
can finish.
While Harrison's doing that, what's up at headquarters? I mean, dues are due and everything like that, but I think I saw on Facebook where Miss Kayla, you finally talked her into starting to work in the library. You had to bribe her with some fried chicken gizzards and stuff.
Yeah, I finally got her to come work with me. So on Fridays, she only works a 4-day week anyway. That's how full-time in dentistry is. So on Fridays, I've been getting her to come in and help me in the library. And we've been making a lot of progress, gone through all the boxes that we have. We've sorted everything. We have all the duplicates sorted out. So now I get to catalog everything. Yeah, there's Kayla in the floor going through some of the boxes. Thank goodness, she has been a huge help. And
well, I remember talking at I think it was a couple. It may have been after a Lee Jackson banquet with somebody, and one of the past commanders in chiefs, and we were talking about how lucky we were to have you, and we both looked at each other and we said, actually, the real luck is, yes, we're lucky to have Adam, but we're also really lucky that Kayla is included in that, because she is between gardening, running off deer, fighting with the poor man's beef Wellington, aka corn dog. I mean, it's just she has been a trooper and a half.
Yes, she has. As I'd hate to have all the things that she has done up there. Man, she's taking the place of what could be a paid position up there. She's really been a big help to us.
Well, it goes without saying that oh my achy breaky heart.
Actually, doesn't look bad. I may do.
It doesn't. It did you so well.
If Kayla ever leaves me, that's what I'm going to do. You'll know what happened.
We won't know, but there'll be signs.
There'll be signs.
Anyways, let's jump. So are we still on the moratorium of no books?
Yes, I do not want any. Cannot take any more donations until maybe October this year.
Book donations. Financial donations.
Yeah, let's clarify that. Yeah, book donations. If you have some fine artifacts you would like to bring to us, we always have time for that. But book donations we cannot take anymore until October, and I've already got someone waiting for October to get here because they have 20 boxes to bring me. So get in line now.
Yeah. Well, speaking of books, let's talk about some of the ones that you sent in.
Yeah. Well, we were going through these boxes, and luckily, that's why it pays off to really go and look through these boxes because we found some first editions that I'm really excited about, like the War Songs and Poems of the Southern Confederacy. That's a great first edition copy of that book. Of course, we have modern reprints of all these now, but I didn't have the first editions. And this is The Scout, a book about Sam Davis, Tennessee's boy hero. Remember the Coleman Scouts. And this one is signed by General Pickett's widow, Sally Pickett.
Yeah, I remember you putting that on Facebook and seeing that. I think that was really cool.
Yeah, there's the cover of that book. So, yeah, I was really excited to see it was actually a signed first edition of that book.
So, well, that one, now you said we already have like other print editions. So with these first editions, are we going to put them on display in the museum? I mean, surely, we're
they will either be on display or they'll be saved in special collections in the archives. They won't be in the average with the library books. They'll be in a special place.
That's kind of what I was wondering, but.
We don't have a copy of this one, but this is a first edition. And all these books are from either the late 1800s or the early 1900s. This is a true story about Charles Quantrill and his guerrilla band there. So,
did you get a chance to make it and see his grave while we were up that way?
Quantrill's? I don't know that I did. No. Is he buried in multiple locations? I think he has like 4 different graves, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I saw one in Higginsville, Missouri. That's one of his graves.
Yeah, I think like he got dug up and split apart.
Right. And the Yankees had part of his remains on display in a museum.
Yeah, and I think like the vast majority made it back. 3 locations, Wes says. I think one of them or some of them was in Kentucky. Anyway, digressing.
Yeah, but there's the whole stack of the first editions there, and this is just one of 2 stacks. The other stacks were first editions of Yankees, and Burnside's in this stack too. I don't know how he made it in there, but we do have the first edition of the memoirs of Grant, marching through Georgia with Sherman. So have a lot of good first editions we can add to the private collection there.
All right, and Chuck Mack kind of already led us to this next one, but the Van Dorn movie that was shot at headquarters came out.
Yeah, it came out on the 21st. You can now stream that on Amazon Prime. It's a $4.99 rental. And this is the Athenaeum, one of the sites that I'm on the board of in Columbia. It's another antebellum home. But I thought it was just a pretty image. They put the Yankees in the parlors there at the Athenaeum. That's supposed to be Grant on the right. And that's one of the Rascal Flatts singers playing General Grant.
Well,
Athenaeum really looked nice on screen.
Another little not tidbit, but one of our past commanders in chiefs was a cinematographer and did a music video for Rascal Flatts. So
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But this was the inside parlor, main parlor or entryway of Elm Springs. They used it as a field hospital. One of the scenes in the movie. This was before our wallpaper.
Yeah, I was about to ask. So was that like right in the middle of the restoration?
Yeah, so kind of in the middle of our restoration. And if you didn't know that was Elm Springs, you wouldn't know it was Elm Springs. But
Yeah.
And then of course, the study or my old office at Elm Springs. That was Van Dorn's headquarters in the movie. And that's Van Dorn on the left and General Forrest on the right.
Sounds like the mayor of Culleoka needs to increase y'all's patrol there.
Yeah, we need to do something about our sound ordinance, right?
Yeah. All right, so we talked about books. This may have gotten out of place.
No, this one isn't really a library book. This was more of an artifact. This is a original Confederate imprint, Hardy's Tactics, printed in 1863 in Mobile. And the front cover looks like it's covered in wallpaper.
Yeah, I was just noticing. I couldn't tell if that was wallpaper or wood.
So yeah,
6'3", 6'3".
6'3", right. But yeah, that came to us from one of our members. That was a recent donation that we got just a few weeks ago.
That is really cool.
And this was something that was presented on the floor at Reunion. This was probably an early 1900s SCV camp flag. This camp is no longer active, and it's silk. It's hand painted, and it will make a great addition to our SCV collection, SCV UCV collection in the museum.
Are we looking to potentially get it framed? Or
TBD? Yeah. Eventually, once we get the funding to do that. And as everybody has probably been following on Facebook or all our social media platforms, we had to take down the Jefferson Davis Monument that we put up in 2020. It was starting to list to the left a little bit, and the concrete slab that was put on was never reinforced. So it had to be taken all the way down to the ground, dug out, heavily reinforced with rebar, and new concrete pads poured. And this is crane footage of him going back up on his pedestal. And then this was him today. So they came today and pressure washed the pad. I got rid of all the crane marks and tire marks that were on the concrete. So it's starting to look pretty good again. And you can see kind of, if you look on the base, you can see a few trigger marks here and there where kind of the granite was cracked a little bit in different places. It had those to begin with, but they came and they filled all those this time. So you can see the difference in the filler and the granite. I don't know if there's anything we can do that to blend that in, but I'm sure
it'll blend over time.
Over time, it'll look better, but right now it's very noticeable. But it's part of the story of that monument now.
Hey, Kayla.
Did you like Adam with a mullet?
She went back inside.
And we've been talking about this. We're trying to collect license plates from all the different states that have the SCV license plate. And we have a Tennessee, we have an Alabama, and now we have a Georgia. So if there are any other divisions out there that have license plates for their states, if you have one you'd like to get rid of or just display at our museum, bring it to us, and we'd love to add it to the collection.
I might. I need to go check. Half my stuff's over here, half the stuff's where Mama was. So I've got to go and check. But I know before we moved, I had one from Mississippi. So
yeah.
I know we have the original sample that we had to sign off on with the governor. I know we have that one for sure. But got to go through a process on that. So it looks like you sent in some pictures of what used to be the gift shop / it's the kitchen and some restoration going on at some of the buildings.
Yeah, this is one of the things I've been working on this past week. Is I have finished up, luckily, all of our grants that we submitted this year, and I just wanted to tell everybody what we're applying for grants for. If we're successful in getting these grants, these are things that we'll be doing. Uh, you can notice the outside of what we now call our rental room. This was for many years the conference room where the GEC used to meet. It started out life as a carriage house or a 3-car garage. We called it a carriage house, but it was a 3-car garage. And this was one of those bays that was closed. Now, all the wood that's closing these doors up, these panels here, it's starting to rot. And all the windows are starting to show wear and tear, and they're beginning to rot. So we applied for a grant. It would be about $26,000 to replace all this. So if we're successful, we'll be going around putting new siding, new windows in this portion of the house. And you can see, that one, the framing is definitely rotted away there. This whole backside needs some love immediately.
Yeah, that's.
Now, this was the old kitchen, or is the old kitchen. Now, upstairs is where Cindy White, our office manager, used to work. So if you go up those stairs, that was Cindy's office. And you can get an idea of what it looks like up. Not very antebellum looking up there with this blue carpet and the ceiling fans and everything. But if we get a grant, we applied for a $17,000 grant that will we'll be able to redo this area up here, make it look more period correct, put hardwood flooring up here. This area started out life as slave quarters, basically. This is where the cook, for the family cook at Elm Springs, she and her family would sleep above the kitchen. So that's one of the things we're able to apply for a grant for. If we get it, we'll put up some signage talking about the original purpose of that room. We'll be able to add it on our tours. And one thing I'm really excited about is we might be able to use that as kind of I'm not going to say Airbnb because we're not going to do an Airbnb, but like if a commander-in-chief is in town and he needs a place to stay, he can stay upstairs in this section of the house because we're able to lock it away from the rest of the museum. It can be like our Hayes cottage.
Yeah. Well, that will just, as long as the ghosts stay on their side of the house. I don't want to be waking up and, there's a child.
There's a child.
We think Samson hangs out there. The child doesn't really come over there.
Yeah, I'll just stick at the I'll just stick it at the Richland. Or if y'all
if you ever offer it to members, I'll do it. I'll fight the ghost.
Yeah. It's either that or anyway. So that's a lot of good things coming up to headquarters. Just as a reminder for everybody, if y'all are we're talking about dues and everything like that, that if y'all would like to go to the SCV website, you can click up here at donate to the cause, and then should have changed over. You can see all the different ways that you can donate. There's the Elm Springs Fund that will go to the restoration of the property, correct?
Mm-hmm, correct.
And then Artifact Acquisition helps us buy things for the museum. Heritage Defense Fund, which is one thing I'm really passionate about right now. So we definitely need donations there. And just all sorts of ways that you can Heritage Promotion Endowment. We really need that. Just all sorts of different ways that you can help support the cause. I mean, your dues are important, but at the same time, it's we need the donations for these other funds.
Absolutely. And we talk grants are one way that we're able to help Elm Springs, but we mainly rely on donations for Elm Springs because in our SCV budget, there's only $5,000 in that line that goes for the upkeep of Elm Springs. Everything else is donation driven. So you don't really get much for $5,000 anymore. We just recently, as soon as we approved the budget, our air conditioner went out at Elm Springs, and to replace it, it was $8,600. So we've already spent our budget plus about $4,000 of our donations to replace that air conditioner unit. So that takes away from all the different restoration projects that we have going on right now.
Right. Excuse me. So yeah, that's definitely important. That membership. The debt is the banknotes paid off, but we still have the Brooks Fund. We still have maintenance of the house, all sorts of things that you could help with. With when you can.
Yep. And also, if you want to see the books, anything that we have cataloged already, I sent you an email with the link tonight. If you want to share the link in the comments, if you have that handy, you can search and see
working on that.
What we have cataloged in the SCV General McCain Research Library.
Got it. 1 minute.
Okay, there he goes.
I think in the past 2 weeks we've cataloged 150 items, or over 150 items. So, and we probably have another 1,500 to go, boxed up and waiting. It's just finding the time to get in there and actually catalog them.
Yeah, well, that's definitely needed. I'm looking here on the last shelf list. Some of the that you sent over. There's some books that I've never like A Brief History of the War in East Florida. That's something that wouldn't have ever thought about the East Florida.
Right.
Things of that nature. There's I'm on. This is page 4 of 4 right now, and that's not including everything else because I know there's more than. I guess this is just recent stuff that you threw.
Yeah, that's just the past 14 days.
Yeah, so I mean that's that's really good. Ooh, long Street of Gettysburg.
Some good stuff has really been coming in. The last shipment of books we got received, they were from a collection in Kansas City, and I think he had a deal with a bookstore in his town. It was every one of them were priced half-price books, and every time they got a War Between the States book, they must have called this guy, and he came in and bought everything they had, and it was really good. A lot of memoirs, a lot of diaries, letters. So those are the things we really want because they give the first-person perspective for people who are actually there and fighting. And some of them are from Yankee soldiers, but there's two sides to the conflict. We just weren't out there shooting cannons in an open field. So
right, right. You have to have targets.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, so I'm actually looking on here, and I do see where you can search for primary sources and stuff like that. That's actually really cool.
I found a ribbon from the 59th General Convention in 1954, and it is from General McCain. So I can take that picture and throw it in a book so I have to write less. It's great.
And that's one thing I'm kind of debating whether, because we keep a separate inventory of museum items, of course. Mm-hmm. Do we also catalog those and put those in the book catalog, or there's also cataloging software just for museums? I don't know. I think we probably will go with the software just for museums.
I mean that software is going to cost money for the investment. So we need donations.
But we have cataloged a few artifacts and put those in the catalog already. So a few small things are searchable in the book catalog. But David, that link should be in the chat right now.
It is. He says it's not working. It's working for me. Let me re-put it in the chat because that's how I went and found the McCain ribbon.
Well, what else is going?
You can
going on.
Also go on Facebook. The McCain Library has a Facebook page, and you can get the link there. I put that in the chat as well.
Well, just prior to coming on chat, I started looking at the calendar And October 10th is open, so I am planning on having a used book sale on October 10th. So go ahead and put that in your calendars if you want to come and shop the thousands of used books that are duplicates from the McCain Library. Come and see us on October 10th.
Hey,
And
I
this
got
will-
I got a
Go
great
ahead.
idea.
All right.
So on October 10th, take all the toilet paper out of the bathrooms and all the Yankee books that we got, sell them for 10 cents a page.
There you go.
That's what we'll do if they don't sell.
Well,
But-
guaranteed to sell then. Sell lemonade.
I got my Civil War narrative books by the great Shelby Foote from headquarters on one of them bookshelves. So I definitely recommend it, because if someone who was broke and poor and a college student back then, I was able to afford it at a very fair price. And it
They will
supports
be
your heritage.
priced to sell, absolutely, because we do not have the storage space for all of these books.
So we got that. We have a GEC meeting coming up at the end of the month.
Yes.
That'll be up at headquarters. Your new issue. Frank put out that the new issue of the Veteran should be hitting the mail any day now, or should be in the mail today.
Yep.
So be checking your. Did that insert go in this issue or not?
Not sure. I'll have to. I'm always surprised whenever I get mine in the mail to see what came in, because whenever they are, Frank usually sends a box to HQ or a few couple boxes to HQ, and when they arrive, we don't have the inserts with them. It's only if you get them mailed to your house if they have an insert. So when it comes to my house, I'll know then, or when I get the invoice. And I haven't seen an invoice yet.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully there. So Sam Watkins Book Fair or Book Fest. That'll be after the first of the year.
Yeah, that'll be in March. So we haven't selected I think we have a tentative date for that, but it's not penciled in. So, but definitely be in March.
Battlefield dinner or Battle Night
That is
dinner.
in November, yes. And
So that is coming up.
It will be the weekend before Thanksgiving. I think the 20th, 21st, 21st.
Yeah. So remind everybody what that is.
Yeah, so that's so close to the date of the Battle of Franklin. It's very close to the date that the Confederate soldiers came and saved Elm Springs from being burned. The Yankees came and they were coming. They were burning every large home on the south side of Columbia, and the last home that they went to was Elm Springs. They put a broom in our dining room fireplace and then threw it underneath the servant stairway. And luckily, the family slave named Sampson took the burning broom out. And just as he was going out the door, the Confederate cavalry came in the back door as the Yankees were going out the front door. Had a shootout right there in the main entry hall. And they killed 2 Yankees on the property. Third one was killed at the end of our driveway, and he was going to the house on the opposite hill, the one that looks just like Elm Springs. And he was going to burn that house down. He had a bundle of kindling in his hand. So the cavalry puts out the fire. Elm Springs is saved, and Mrs. Looney gives General Armstrong a decanter of brandy for saving her home. And a few days later, the Battle of Franklin took place, and many of those soldiers that were at Elm Springs were killed in the fighting. So we're proud of our part in the Hoods campaign, and this is something that we thought we could do to commemorate that. And this dinner, we actually eat dinner in the house. We're thinking of expanding it this year and offering different rooms that you can eat in. Instead of just being in the dining room, we'll have tables in maybe the parlors as well, and in the study, so we can have multiple rooms going at the same time. And the host will tell you about the battle, what happened in the house. We get to do a private candlelight tour of the home, and of course get some home cooked food from Miss Kayla too. And we did some recipes last year that were from the Looney family, and one of those was Derek Glover talks about it here, a 16 egg cake. they really liked eggs, evidently. But this cake called for 16 eggs. It was called a golden cake, and it was served with ice cream and some blackberry preserves, and it was delicious.
So we talking pound cake?
Basically, it was a pound cake. Yeah, it was very
Nice
dense
cake.
though, with 16 eggs.
Kayla, have a birthday coming up.
But,
March.
the Loonies shared. I found a Columbia cookbook that was released by the Baptist Church in like 1903, and several of the recipes were from the Looney family, and they must have loved desserts because all their contributions were desserts.
Well, that's every Baptist church cookbook.
That's true. That is true. But I think they did submit maybe one chicken recipe, but the rest of it was desserts. And for a lot of Baptists, there was a lot of cooking with wine and sherry going on. So I don't know.
That's just cooking with it, not drinking it.
Oh, okay, sure.
The alcohol cooks off, or so they say.
Maybe those were the Episcopalians submitting those recipes.
Yeah, we'll confuse those Baptists.
Because the Loonies were not Baptists, but most of any who's who from Columbia submitted recipes to this cookbook. So you had all different denominations submitting things. The problem with that cookbook is, of course, it was back before the electric range. So you were talking about they would tell you to heat up your stove with the heat of one log or something like that. So you don't really know what temperature to cook on.
Right, a lot of trial. How many trial and errors were there in that 16 egg cake?
I think she got it pretty well on the first try. So I was willing to, sample any cake she wanted to make, but unfortunately she got it on the first try there.
And if she can't remember what she did last year, that would be a really cool thing, is to take some of the. I know we had like a SCV cookbook at one time, but like take some of the Looney family recipes that y'all found in that, and especially if I could find any more, and try to convert them and sell them, at headquarters. Yeah.
Well, that's eventually one day once we're done with all of our restoration, or pretty much done with it, we'll do an Elm Springs book, try to do kind of a coffee table book and with some history of the home, and we can include those recipes in that as well.
That would be cool. All right, Moose had gotten some items from Jill that she wanted us to plug for the shop.
Buy this
crap. I will say, because I will say that at least December 25th is
closer than you think.
Yeah.
But all jokes aside, these are some great products. I messed with Adam saying I was going to have to say that on the air so I wouldn't be hurt. But all jokes aside, these are some great products. Got a glass used for apple juice here. And
hey, it's good. It's good for measuring.
Yes, it is. And this beauty, I love this. This has been one of my favorite things. I have not gotten to use it yet, but I love glasses like this. So I will be using it a lot. And, of course, it has our beautiful SCV logo on it for our members. Always love getting some new logo items, and these are, again, another knock out of the park by our wonderful team over there. And so please go support your headquarters and get some of these wonderful items, because as Connor says, December 25th, Christmas time is around the corner, and headquarters got what you need.
123 days. And remember, when you are ordering logo merchandise, you do have to present your membership ID. So if your wife is ordering something for you, or your fiance, or your girlfriend, or whomever, make sure they've got your membership ID so that we can verify, because that is our trademarked logo.
Yes,
that is correct.
So, anyway, well, we're at 42 minutes. Adam, you got anything else you want to fill with besides, Just the normal we've already talked about?
No, we've covered everything I had, guys.
Well,
I will say, I don't know when it will go up because I have to go pick something up at my house first, but there will be an interesting post show for our Patreon members. That's all I'm going to say. Just go check it out. Join the Patreon.
speaking of Patreon, Patreon's the best way to support our show. You can do it in multiple ways. You can buy a T-shirt.
I have some great T-shirts.
Yeah. Harrison, why don't you walk through the T-shirt purchasing process, and I'll walk through the Patreon.
All right. So real quick, let me pull up our website. You're going to want to go to scvchat.com, scvchat.com. And you're going to want, this is our homepage. You want to hit that support us tab. Click on that. First, you'll see a link to our wonderful Patreon right there. Second, you can scroll down and you can see all the T-shirts we are currently offering. No, I'm good. You can see all these wonderful T-shirts. One of my favorite ones is the Patrick Claiborne one. If you really like a shirt, why don't you click on it? And guess what it'll take you, Connor?
Directly to the ordering form.
Directly to the ordering page. And after that, all you got to do, type in what you want for us bigger people. And we'll hit that. And let's see here.
Pick your color.
Yeah, pick your color. I think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to keep it with a gray. I think the gray is speaking towards me. And then, of course, just hit add to cart.
And then you can check out. Of course, with football season around the corner, my favorite is the Nathan Beck Forest one because it's in Tennessee orange.
Attack in all directions.
Yep. And I hope our football team does that this year. All right. So that's how you can support us with getting some of our wonderful shirts. Also, we do want to thank our wonderful Patreon members. We have multiple ways that you can support us on Patreon.
God love that moose.
Yes. For $2.50 a month, you can join the Feed a Moose a Corn Dog. I mean, look how sad it is. It's even crying.
Bless him, I can see his little ribs.
Yeah. So $2.50 a month, you can. Hey, man, you said no moose hunt. You didn't say anything about that. You can feed. Yeah, you can feed him a corn dog. Especially, sometimes, Sonic runs those those 99-cent corn dog deals. You can feed him 2 a month. I mean, come on. For $10, you can become one of our Real Chat Heads. You get a wonderful Real Chat Head official sticker. Your name also goes across the bottom of the screen. On the $30 a month merch tier, which I think we still only have one person doing that, you actually once a quarter get some type of merchandise, which honestly Harrison and I can't even receive.
Nope.
Unless we join the merch tier ourselves. Kind of
repetitive.
Yeah. So at the first one, you get an exclusive sticker, you get a mini print, a mug, and then an exclusive T-shirt. Jason should be getting close to his T-shirt pretty soon. Because I know you got the mug.
Have T-Rex? Do we have T-Rex size?
That's between him and Patreon. And then at $80 a month, you can become a official show sponsor. It's not limited to your business. If your camp, division, brigade, or other subsidiary wants to do that, you can. If you're an author, we are, we do encourage y'all because this is a captive audience. We reach about 2 to 2.5 million people a year. So our audience is constantly growing, and you're helping us do that. We do want to thank our folks that are still our corporate sponsors right now. Those include Dr. Chris Cummins, MD, in Oxford, Mississippi. Let me ask you something. Last week, were you moving furniture up and down stairs and then dropped it on your knee and then also on your big toe? Then you need to go see Dr. Chris Cummins. This past Saturday, did your fiance encourage you to help her build 2 separate brand new pantry cabinets for the house that y'all are remodeling, and you forgot that you were born in the 1900s, and sitting on a hardwood floor and kneeling on a hardwood floor is not good for your already bum knee, then you need to go see Dr. Chris Cummins. Um, Dr. Cummins is a life member of the Mississippi Division, SCV, as well as a life member of the national organization. He's a past surgeon in chief. You can visit his website, www.cmc.md.org, or there's his phone number on there in Oxford, Mississippi. So if you're in the upper Mississippi or the western lower part of Tennessee, and you feel like traveling for good southern quality medicine and hospitality, go see Dr. Cummins. Also, we want to thank Andrew Casimir at Beauregards Taylor. And we have redone his slide because he has stopped doing his uniform reproductions, but these are just some of the wonderful things that he offers. Lapel pins. You can see that he's got one for the 31st Alabama Infantry from the canton of their battle flag, a Bonnie Blue, South Carolina Secession Cockade, and a battle flag, and so many more. He's got various different hats, including the Fort Sumter flag, the Army of Northern Virginia headquarters flag, Washington's headquarters, and of course, again, the Bonnie Blue. Different stickers as well as magnets of flags, as well as stuff that Andrew has created, patches, T-shirts, reproduction flags, and so much more. Andrew proudly puts on his website, take pride in your heritage, know your history, be proud of your state, read, learn, think for yourself, choose your colors and fly them boldly, speak with courage, stand with conviction, and teach your children. We are so happy to be partnered with Andrew because he is definitely everything he's saying is something that we agree with here in the SCV. At least I say that, not saying we, but my views and opinions.
I'll give you a big amen to that. I like that.
Also, speaking out of South Carolina, we have our friends at the museum at Market Hall. Proudly in Charleston, South Carolina, home of the Confederate Museum there since 1899, owned and operated by the Charleston Chapter Number 4 of the United Daughters of the Confederacy. Make sure that you are checking outside of their building, because if the flag is out, they're open. Usually they're open on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays and Sundays from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Their contact information is on there, but you can also visit their website, museum@markethall.com. There you can find their wonderful gift shop where they do have $5 shipping, and they have various different books as well as T-shirts, things like that. Follow them on social media, including their Facebook, and you can join their friends friend sponsorship program as well. If you are able to go, like I hopefully will be next spring, these are some of the things you'll be able to see, including original uniforms, original artillery pieces, sidearms, Confederate money, battle flags, and so much more, including a giant picture of Donald Sutherland. Definitely give them a see. One thing that I really want to go back and look at again is the bed that John C. Calhoun passed on. And last but not least is the Sam Davis Boyhood Home and Museum. So many things to do there. They're at 1399 Sam Davis Road in Smyrna, Tennessee. It's an indoor and outdoor exhibit space, green area where you can take your family, take your dog. You can visit the smokehouse. You can hopefully soon we'll have the date that they're opening the little cafe on site. Inside they have the film about Sam Davis, as well as you could see, if you heard a couple weeks ago on Tennessee Tuesday when J-Bo did the Sam Davis episode, you can see where his body lay in state and everything like that. And you can visit his grave. So much to do. As a pro tip, they say give yourself 1.5 to 2 hours to fully enjoy your experience. SamDavisHome.org for more information. And that's about Smyrna's about how long of a drive from headquarters, Adam?
About 45 minutes.
Okay, so definitely you can look and plan for, if you're coming up for battle dinner. This sounds like you're going to try to sell more tickets this year. You can definitely try to make plans to visit that then, because that's also around the same time of the anniversary of the execution too.
It is. And I want to brag on them. They're a really great site, pro-Southern site, and of course the museum at Market Hall. That was our first partnership that our museum had when we opened. When we opened in October 2020, we had 2 original battle flags hanging on the wall. And it was because of the museum at Market Hall. They loaned those items to us. Without them, we would have had nothing in the museum. But because of them, we had those 2 original battle flags on loan. We also have items on loan from the Sam Davis home at the National Confederate Museum. So they're great partners to us, and they're great sites to go visit. So if you're ever in those areas, be sure to go visit them. And if you're in Columbia, Tennessee, be sure to come see us at the National Confederate Museum.
Yeah, definitely. Because it's getting further and farther between finding, pro us museums. And this is a place where we can ensure that our history is shared and shared correctly. And again, they depend on the support from the historical preservation community. Just as much as headquarters does. So. Well, with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. I need to talk to Moose about the post show and see if we can record that potentially tomorrow evening.
That's fine. I just want to do what I was planning. That's fine by me.
Yeah. Okay.
We can do it tomorrow.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Next week, I will not be on the show. I have to do that evil word, WORK. So I'll be stuck there a little bit later. So Harrison will be on. He may do trivia. He may have something else up his sleeve. Who knows?
Moose never reveals his secrets. Flying duck.
But he will reveal his ribs if you don't feed him a corn dog. In the words of the late and great Harold Philpott, though, no Fumar in the elevator, and we'll catch you. Actually, no. We'll catch you tomorrow night with Tennessee Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And then Moose will get back on Thursday night with a look around the Confederation. I'm looking at the email. I'm seeing where Kentucky has sent some stuff in. I'm seeing where Missouri has sent some stuff in.
Send some news in, people.
Yeah, Moose, you ought to have some for Mississippi.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. This sounds so bad on my part. But when I'm getting ready for the show, I completely forget my own division. That's a fault. I did put in some news from Mississippi last episode, so I'm getting better.
Yeah. So, anyway, well, we appreciate all those wonderful people whose names are scrolling across the bottom of the screen.
There's the mayor of Culleoka going across right now.
Yeah. I'm glad you got your sticker in. But anyway, we appreciate it, guys. Until next time, in the words of the late and great Harold Philpott, no Fumar in the elevator.
No Fumar in the elevator.
Retter Frop.
Potato.